looks like Max Verstappen finally has a fucking car to compete with Lewis Hamilton. So I got all excited, like, oh fuck, did Max Verstappen beat Lewis Hamilton, right? Because Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes are just so fucking better than everybody else. I have to fight hating Lewis Hamilton because he's so fucking good. I mean, I understand they got no money and shit, so that's annoying. So anyway, I'm watching the fucking race. I put it on, and I'm like, you know, and of course, Lewis Hamilton's in the lead. And I'm watching the race, and I'm watching, and all of a sudden, Max Verstappen just keeps closing the gas. 5 points on second, 4 points on second, 3 points on second. They start talking about the, what do they call that? Not the slipstream, he's gonna have the, whatever the fuck they call it. Begins with a D. I can't remember anything. Because I'm doing 9 million things. So he gets right on the gas, and then Lewis Hamilton does something that you never see him do. He makes a fucking mistake. Turn 10, he goes flying.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play.
And Max Verstappen is right on his ass. He's got that fucking, whatever the fuck they call it.
And it's almost like a ballet,
you know, like the next place he has space, he goes to the outside of him. And dude, I am jumping up and down. Jumping up and down. He fucking blows by him. And there's like fucking 2 laps left or something, 3 laps left. And I'm freaking out. Oh my God! It's gonna be a great race next year! I'm screaming. And then all of a sudden he just slows down. And he lets Lewis pass him.
A terrific opening drive.
And my jump just slowed down.
First and goal.
So I was just bouncing on my toes.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing
he had no back end. He was flying in. His asset was all over the fucking track. Max Verstappen had total control of his car. He went by him, and all of a sudden he fucking...
We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And then the announcer's like, oh, when he passed him, he wasn't on the track, so he has to let him go by. And I was just like...
First down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line.
And he's still close to him, but I just knew.
From a shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I'm like, Lewis Hamilton does not fuck up twice.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do.
Fucking 20 races, he will fuck up. And then when you go by him, you cannot fuck up at all. And if you do fuck up, that's it. The race is over. And they were screaming and yelling. The announcers were screaming and yelling, trying to get me back up off the couch, but I did not get back off the couch. Because I've been watching since 2015. Okay, still new, but I have watched long enough to know that the race was over. And I just slowly sat down on the couch, sank into the cushions.
Kick the field goal. We'll see you the rest of the
I just sat there.
They would go for it and not get it, though. The other offense would have
Verstappen's car got over the track or something in his tire. All of a sudden, he's having a problem. He can't close the gap. Downdraft, that's what they call it. I don't know if he's going to get close. He's not going to get close enough. The fucking race is over. And I cannot tell you how disappointed I was.
There was no hesitation. Field goal unit now to sniff the field.
Max Verstappen.
And the message was,
at the end of the race,
trust you on offense.
I was still excited, but I was like, listen.
Know what else he said?
Okay.
I trust my defense as
well.
They don't get it.
Derek
I know you're going to hold it. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Okay. So, but all of those people, other than Michael Jordan, because Michael just had no competition, but all of those people needed, Joe Montana needed Elway. Bill Russell needed Will Chamberlain. Bobby Orr, I don't know if he had any peer, but there was still guys like Ken Dryden, just amazing goalies and shit. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, that great duel. And in the end, whoever's the best, A-Rod and Derek Jeter and Nomar was a thing for a while. And then just at some point, the greatest of all time just pulls away from all of them. So what I'm hoping is to get a little Brady, Peyton Manning thing going on here with Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. But it looks like Max Verstappen has a great car. And I really hope this isn't a fluke.
2 yards on the pick out there. It'll be
because F1 is one of the great sports of all fucking time. And they just haven't had Every sport goes through it. There'll just be a period that happens when it's just the competition isn't where it needs to be. So I'm really excited about F1 for the first time in like 2-3 years because I've kind of been like lazily watching it. You know, I would watch the start of the race, like, all right, well, who's got, you know, the first place after the first turn, the fucking race is over. So I would just wait for that race where he somehow fucked up with the time trial, which I think 20 races. It was like, you know, starting from like the second or third position, then it could be fun to watch him basically overtake people eventually. So, another thing that I put to bed was I never understood in the Moto2 race, this guy from Great Britain, and whenever they win, they would play what I knew as My Country Timothy. My country, Timothy, sweet land of liberty, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, why are they playing our song? Right? And then I just finally looked up and I just said, I looked up My Country Timothy, and looked up that as I looked up England's national anthem, and it turns out we ripped them off. It's their song. I didn't know that. So ours goes, my country, 'tis of the sweet land of liberty, of the I sing. Shit. Their song, it's kind of hilarious lyrics. It goes, God save our gracious Queen, God live our noble Queen, God save the Queen. Now right off the bat, you can't tell me that bitch wasn't looking over the dude's shoulder as he was writing the lyrics. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, love to reign over us, God save the Queen. I mean, how fucking pussy whipped are us? Are they long to reign over us? They're like just total fucking customs lady, right? Then what I like, this is really interesting lyrics. Oh Lord, the rush, catch her animals, and make them full. I love this part here. Confound their politics, frustrate their knavish tricks. Knavish tricks, I don't understand it. On the hopefully fix, God save us all. And this is this the New World Order one? Yeah, here's the New World Order one part. Not in this land alone, but be God's mercies known from shore to shore. Here we go. Lord, make the nation see that men should brothers be and form one family. Oh, Jesus. The wide world over, or whatever. Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. There's the Illuminati. They wrote that stanza. So that's cool. So that's the national anthem. And it's typical Yankee. I had no fucking idea. We watching racing forever. Like, are they giving us shit that the English guy wanted and fucking playing our songs? You know, like that time I saw the Steelers band play the Farmers Only. You don't have to be lonely when they were playing Iowa at the Rose Bowl. I thought they were giving us shit. So it turns out it's their national anthem, which is called God Save the Queen. Great fucking tune. And it also makes me appreciate the title of the Sex Pistol album. Right? That angry redheaded bastard, right? God Save the Queen, Roy. I'm saying it ironically.
As this game continues.
It's amazing how angry that guy still is. It's a Joey Roll. Roy, one time an empty name of it all. Always. Are those flowers? I don't like them.
Now they try the light side here.
That guy makes me look like a fucking breath of fresh air. Now, Jesus. Now, wait, where the fuck am I? Goddamn. I swear to God, you close a fucking window and then everything just goes away. You know what it is? Because I'm writing all of this shit right now. Oh, are you, Bill? Are you, Bill? What are you, fucking Drake? Working on the weekend like usual. Nobody asked you, Drake. Nobody asked you how often you work and what you're doing. Okay? You said it before, you work for yourself. If you don't want to work this weekend, then don't. That's up to you. You're 100% control.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive.
So now I'm adding. Now that I am going to try to go another month. Oh, Jesus. Another month.
Here's a handoff out of the
nothing but having one shot vault, which I can't even even fucking do that because I eat that, and I'm just like, you know what?
Always hoping that's going to break big.
I want a steak, you know, it's
so when you have a nice
salty.
game like that, you're able to do so
Mashed
many things
potatoes or
anyway.
whatever.
You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the
back row, man.
throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that one goes incomplete on the
Booster has to have weight to it.
That's one he definitely
If you
normally
fucking put a
catches.
glass
Fourth
on it,
down.
the condensation that makes the glass stick to the fucking coaster. If the coaster doesn't have any weight, you go to pick it up and then it falls on the fucking floor.
Too long for a
These
field
are the
goal, too short
frustrations.
to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to add yoga. Oh, Jesus, I gotta do it. I said I was gonna go Sting in my 50s. All right, because that fucking guy looks amazing. He looks fucking amazing. Sting is still fuckable. He's almost 70. I mean, I know he's got he has zillions of dollars. I know he lives in a castle. Right. But still, he walked into a fucking bar. You know, without even playing basic, wasn't famous. That guy could still fucking. He can pull something out of it.
I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal
Might have to drag it out of the mud at this point, but he can drag something out of it.
So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those
seems to me what he does, right? He does yoga and he fucks for like 3 days straight. I don't know what he does.
It gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it.
Practices his base and all the time. I'm just gonna do what the fuck he does because I want to be in his shape.
Officially nothing on that
I'll tell you
last
right now,
run.
you
They'll
don't
try
do
again
that by
second and
fucking
10.
making a goddamn chocolate malt every week. It just throws your whole fucking week off.
He'll look to throw.
I have no
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's complete.
It's my everything. That was my crack, my heroin. You know, at least I split it with my wife.
His second touchdown
And I
on the
would be
season.
lying to you if I didn't present her when I have to pour that one half into her little thing, her little glass.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
I can put the whipped cream on it, fucking cherry on top. It's the gayest thing ever. I fucking love it. But it does throw my
Here's
guy
the
off.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Anyway, I woke up this morning.
Now returning it, Antonio
worked out.
Callaway.
And then it went for a nice long walk with my son.
Shape as they get it up past the 30.
And he was in a great mood. I had an awesome time with him this morning. I'm starting to think he might be a drummer. Because we have this little metal table. And he always pulls himself up on it. His little fat
Bulls come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Right, so I'll just play a little bit.
I think the last thing he said as they went back
Get all wide, he gets psyched.
again. What do you
He's
think?
banging against somebody. He holds himself so close to it that it's his palm all the way to his elbow.
He
He's just
also told
whacking
let's
down
put
on
it in
this
the
thing,
end zone
right?
that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
So,
I know we're being
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit facetious here,
I'm
but
not
the
gonna
bottom
force
line is
music on
take care of the football, and
one of
everything
my
else will
kids,
flow
but I'm
from there.
definitely
Quick lesson, never
much slower.
playing guy a question.
See what happens. All right, let me read a little bit of advertising
Stephon
here.
Diggs, his intended
And I'll talk to
receiver.
you
But
about
now it'll be
more
third
shit about
down.
driving my truck now that I got it back. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus, what do we got here? How many we got here? How many we got here? Couple, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, these are all fun. But butcher box. What I need to be eating at night. I need to eat a nice fucking protein. Decided upon my head, some greens, drink some water, go to bed. No chocolate balls. All right, butcher box, everybody. Oh, speaking of which, I am fucking goofy. I'm not from butcher box. Hang on a second, those guys.
From the gun,
So,
it's
I was talking to Al
going deep for Diggs. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
And I said, yeah, the
Looks like a
difference
second empty
is
possession to
multiple
start the
West
game, and
different
certainly
than,
not the way you want to start when
East
you're coming
Coast, they
off
had
of
the
a
fraps,
loss
and
last
then you
week.
go Fribble.
Every team talks about
And I
starting
had not thought
fast.
about this.
They're hoping on
Place
their
in the
next
East Coast
possession,
called
it can be a
Friendly's,
delayed
and they had
fast
the
start
Fribble.
and get them going.
They had big plastic glass with the red writing. Fribble. And then
You alright?
that up,
39-yard punt.
I realized that in Rhode Island they have something called an awful.
First and 10.
This is what the internet does to you, right? Now I'm going down a malt, frap, fribble, awful rabbit hole, enjoying every second of it. So the awful started, I think, in New Jersey.
Set to begin their
was
next
their
drive.
version
The Rams
where
offense
they don't
at the
use,
line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive.
I don't know what
Now
the
it's
fuck
time to
they
see if
use,
they
like
can do that
frozen
again.
milk or something like that. It's something different that it gives it a different texture.
The offensive guy, he's insane.
So they gave it to some fucking guy back then to try it out, and he said, what do you think? He said, it's awful big and it's awful good, or something like that. So he started calling it the Awful Waffle, which is really a terrible name for something so delicious. But evidently there's some sort of creamery or some shit in Rhode Island where they make one, and now guess what? This is what I have to do. You know what's funny? I remember reading about AC/DC, and when everybody in the beginning used to see Angus Young doing all that shit, bouncing up and down like a fucking lunatic, the whole show, everybody thought, like, how much drugs is that guy on? And he wasn't on any drugs. He was stone sober, and his shit was after the show he smoked cigarettes and he drank a chocolate shake. Alright? And if you ever watched Angus play guitar, how much he moves and how fucking skinny he still is, and the fact that he's 5'0", and the fat ass don't way to go. It's easy for them to be skinny. They got places to hide the fat, right? This guy's got nowhere to put it. He's still thin as a rail. And it makes me think back to that guy going like, cardio burns fat, right? Well, fucking talk to Angus Young, man. Alright, sorry. So, that's on my list when this whole pandemic ends. When it fucking ends. We have the Hatfields and the Roys and the fucking vaccinated and the non-vaccinated. You know, I keep saying to people who don't want to get the vaccine, I go, so back in the day when they cured polio, you wouldn't have got that fucking vaccine? You just would have walked around with one leg bigger than the other one? And they're like, well, no, that's back when they did it right. I go, back when they did it right. Just as much fucked up shit. They were doing more fucked up shit back then.
To start the game. Now he's gonna have to find
where the civil rights movement was. There's all kinds of things.
Can increase.
The fucking cars you drove, you hit a tree, the whole fucking engine and steering wheel went into your chest. You squirted out the side like toothpaste. But you know, people have. I only give shit to white people. I don't give shit to black people because the government didn't give them civil. And I don't want to laugh, but I'm just saying, you know. We do not condone giving syphilis to people of color on this podcast. All right, and with that, let's get to the advertising. I can't get to the advertising because I still have too much to talk about. Another thing, you know what I like too? Another driver. I love Max Verstappen, but Sebastian Vettel, I love that guy because he has a temper. And he clearly, this guy passed him in the race, and he clearly just...
No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
At the 21-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And down to the 20 will go before heading out of bounds. Calling out a very strong gain of 24.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11. And this is caught at the end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First down, Bill.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And it's going to run incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. Here comes Larry. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And the Bills' first down.
All right, no skin marks on these. All right, be on these, everybody. Be on these, please. That comfort is about more than what's touching your skin. It's about feeling comfortable.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 50.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 41.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sideline didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to just a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now we give the fullback use check. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Rams 28, Bills nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover and they got traded to 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
A loss of 3 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Up at the top of the surface, there's no oxygen in the water. These wheels have to create a way of hunting. Because of all the plastic going in there.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. Happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. He'll heave this deep. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on in London? I was horribly and intimately groped by a man on the London tube.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Came out of nowhere, broke my tit before running away. I was wrapped up in a winter coat, so...
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound? And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. But carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball.
And this is Clark. He's getting a touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They click so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. And with the flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
What's up, you old Gen X ginger balls? What's up, old Gen X ginger balls? I've heard you talking about a few times.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Millennials. I figure I'd let you know that these young people at your show most likely are millennials. No, they're not, and I know the ages of
on the ground, it's Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Cooper's got it. And way up past the 35. He's taken down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen gonna throw.
42-yard line.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of 4 force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That one unable to develop. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Akers. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Back at the 16-yard.
Operating from the gun. Allen, flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about
out the way, bro.
There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this game. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hits his man, and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen now on first down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught.
Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And The defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That being said, I can still feel my Italian.
So for the Rams, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
He has no control over how attractive his coworkers are. I also know that it's normal to flirt a little bit outside of a relationship. I myself innocently flirt with others from time to time, so I'm being super hypocritical by getting all butthurt at the thought of him doing it. I also acknowledge that every time I get jealous like this, it probably makes him feel more and more suffocated, which will probably hurt our relationship in the long term. He handled this interaction like a champ, forgave me for getting jealous, and made a joke about me being on my period. You guys sound like you got a cool relationship to me. I know he's being genuine when he says it's okay, but I can't help but put myself in his shoes. That's something that's really difficult for people. It's a tough thing for most human beings to do, putting themselves in somebody else's shoes. If I had a partner who acted the way I did, I would probably respect for them with every incident, and no, I would start feeling resentful and suffocated. My question is, do you have any advice about damage control? Is there anything I can do to get a little self-respect back and relieve any guilt he might have about being attracted to other people? Furthermore, do you have any advice on how I can calm the fuck down whenever I start overthinking and getting jealous? Thanks for your insightful comedy. P.S. Go Leafs. Well, another person from Toronto working on the weekend like usual. I think a lot of this is in your own head. I think if you had a little hissy fit and then 15 minutes you apologized and you're owning up to your behavior, I think that he knows that this is something that you're working on. So as long as you own up to it, I don't think there's respect for you. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking, like, all the stuff I was reading about you, I was thinking this woman's a keeper. You know, nobody's perfect, and you actually are looking at yourself, you're examining yourself, you're in therapy, you fuck up, you apologize, you feel bad, you put yourself in the other person's shoes. You can't ask any more of that from a person. So just keep working on yourself, and I would actually not be so hard on yourself unless you don't apologize, which you did. And if it's over 15 minutes later, then, you know, I don't know. My wife flipped out and then 15 minutes later apologizes to me. It's fucking over. It's squashed. It's like when you fight and then you're silent for the whole fucking day and then you get a half-ass apology and then they do it 10 minutes later again.